Believe it's time to begin. Here we go. So, very early in the morning, yesterday, would that be today? I guess that would be today. I finished up Stormblood with the post-content. It was a grind. I did not quite enjoy the story. More so the Alamegan stuff. I enjoyed the I enjoyed the Doma stuff. That was a good storyline, but it's basically playing the same story twice. The Guardians stole the spotlight, I felt. They are vastly more interesting than anything else that really happened. But yes, that's really my final take. It's just overall a weak story, but now I'm here. I'm going to begin on Shadowbringers with the Sage job, which I'm going to start off the stream with, I guess. So yes, the Shalia Maiden was taking the scenery with fascination. I'll accept. Limsalam's a former disreputable haven for pirates, now of the realm's finest city trades. No, what am I talking about? Realm's finest city-states, boasting a peerless shipping industry, an inviolable culinary culture. Oh, how it bustles, the tomes did not lie. Oh. So she's a paladin or something, yeah? Well, here I am, mother and faraway Oyaza. I will complete this mission, just you watch and you know my name, and as first of my class, I will succeed. And afterwards, perhaps I shall invite our esteemed alumna LSA for a tea at the Bismarck. I'll be the envy of everyone. You mean that, LSA? And she lets off a scream. Hi. My apologies, good sir. I failed to notice you. Oh, gee, thanks. I am Lala Jinjal, a native of Sharlian. By your appearance, I assume you're an adventurer, are you? Perchance of well-travelled in Eorzea? Really sorry, I am. So you are, how fortuitous, and Renee is your name, you say? I'd swear I heard it somewhere before. In any event, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Well, it's nice to know my reputation precedes me. As for myself, I am an operative on a mission from the Form, our nation's governing body. Alright. This being my first time in Eorzea, I studied as best as I could in preparation, but there is no substitute for locals' knowledge. Thus did I intend to hire an adventurer like yourself to serve as my escort. Neat. The mission is the pursuit and capture of fugitives, and thus it will entail some danger, but you appear to be no stranger to such. Might you be willing to assist me in this endeavour? Yeah, I've got some time. Okay. Don't the rule. No. I'd be glad to give you the grand tour of Limsalamina, although I don't know much about myself. Wonderful. While I have some skill with a blade and can fend for myself, I should be glad of your capable company. Now then, ere I divulge the particulars of my mission, we should head somewhere more private, perhaps outside the city by the Zephyr Gate. Alright. This is a curious introduction to the Sage class. Good job, rather. Alright. I have no idea where the Sage... As I said, I do not know much about the Limsalamina. I just know that the exit to the city is to the right. Very well. Off we go. What's that yellow writing about? No matter. I believe this is the right way. Forgive me if I seem overly cautious, but this mission is highly confidential. Were the wrong people to learn of it, my superiors would give me an earful. But I do believe we may speak freely here. Alright. So permit me to brief you on the details. As I mentioned, I am on the trail of fugitives, criminals who fled Charlian and who came to these shores. Extremely dangerous individuals who have enhanced themselves via forbidden means which have rendered them unsound of mind. While in a state of delirium, one of the compatriots even committed murder. He died thereafter due to the side effects of his enchantment. 3 others remain at large and pose a threat to innocence. The leader, a Vera male, is also alleged to have stolen valuable technology secrets. By way of reference material, I've brought this very soul crystal. Ow, it's hot, it's hot. What in the world? I have never known soul crystals to give us such heat before. Oh, is that so? Whew, it's finally cooled down, but what could have triggered that intense reaction? Not even the stadium did I ever witness such a thing, but maybe it was... you? Perhaps. The technological secrets which were stolen were contained in a similar crystal. This particular sample has been loaned to me by the Healing Institute in Charlian. Tell me, Renee, in the course of your adventures, have you ever fervently wished to save someone? Yes, I have. But failed to do so despite your best efforts and afterwards cursed your own powerlessness. Oh, hell. I've had to watch some of my dearest friends slip away. Oh. Don't tell me they're rubbing this in. Forgive me if my question was indelicate, but there can be no doubt the solar crystal resonated with a desire within you. When I received the crystal, I was told that it should respond in this manner to my Eosin collaborator. I should entrust it to him for the knowledge it imparts. The knowledge of Somnotics would surely avail me in my mission. Developed at the stadium, Somnotics is a discipline which combines the wisdom of medicine, etheriology, and sorcery, and those who have mastered it are called sages. Through medicine, a sage grasps the working of the flesh. Through etheriology, he unlocks the secrets of the soul, and through sorcery, he learns to manipulate the two. Thus trained, a sage has the ability to both strengthen and heal. Yet by the same token, he is also capable of the... I'm faster than text now. Opposite of causing harm. Nice. Not just anyone can take up the sage's art. No one must prepare to hold the lives of others in one's hands. Are you willing to bear such a burden, Renee? Well, I would do. I'm a white mage, so... If you are, I would swear to use the art for good, then I shall entrust this soul crystal to you. You're very generous, thank you. Yes, I am willing to, take on this crystal. Then I bear witness to your pledge. Do you swear to use the sage's art for good and to wield its power to the best of your judgment and ability? I am. Excellent, chosen. You are by the crystal. I had faith in that you would rise to the occasion. When those around you cry out for succor, the crystal shall be your ally, for it bears the wisdom of the sages past, and their hopes for the future. By hearkening to their whispers and following in their footsteps, you will come to embody those hopes to save the change out countless lives. Lest you worry, you will learn the art. I can provide guidance to an extent. In any case, during my time at the stadium, I had occasion to study Somnotics. You see, while I wasn't gifted in spellcraft and came to favor steel, I remember the lessons and will share what I know. Together with the soul crystal, I shall provide you with a set of sage's garments. Ah, thank you. So go on, take the crystal and don your attire, and we shall begin your training. Yes! I get training! Huzzah! Sage unlocked. There we go. Alright, so I shall... Oh. Really? Curious. Uh-huh. Don't I change class by equipping the soul crystal in the first place? Alright. That's interesting. No matter. Did I receive the gear? At least. Bookworm's attire coffer. Yes. Which I believe it is slightly better than what I've got. Oh, one moment. Where is... It's not the exit button. There we go. Now you use macros. Yes. Should be it. I don't know. Whoa. Oh, I see what's happening. One moment, yeah, that's quite simple. Take that off. Update gear set. Yes. Now... That didn't work. Curious. How would I change my class then? Because... Oh, of course. Yeah, I forgot how this works. It's been a while, so... Well, that's not what I want. Does that even appear? No, it doesn't, so that doesn't matter. Wow, that's slowly going up. Neat. Bookworm. That's... I'm gonna change that, don't worry. Well, how does it look so far? So that's kind of cool. Bookworm's waist wrap, and there's the Science Traveler's Bookworm's boots. Did I get anything else out of this? Spectable waist wrap. So that's the... Did that just automatically go down? That's annoying. Yeah, the chat box is slowly going down. So, spectacles, yes. Chasuble, yes. Gloves. Yeah, boots. So, cool. Yeah, not bad, but I think you can change this up a little bit. That is cool. Holy heck. Oh. I'm going to enjoy this. Okay, Knowledge and Jarl has a mind to introduce you to their sage's armaments. Oh, thank you. I'll appreciate that. I do have spectacles. I didn't notice. I see the crystal has imparted to you its knowledge. As expected, excellent. You are ready to embark on your training. It naturally begins with the armaments, a set of short staves known as newliths. Newliths trace their roots to healers of old. who employed naturally occurring objects of power known as Adder Stones. These stones, which harbour spiritual energy, were placed around the sick, and aiding to create etheric confluence, through which the healer channeled his magics. From this primitive design, Nuliths gradually evolved into their present form. While their construction is far more sophisticated, the basic principle remains unchanged. In practice, the sage wields Nuliths as an extension of his mind, sending them darting through the air to weave the arcane patterns through which he unleashes advanced magics. If they sound difficult to wield, well, it is because they are. Even though the stadium's most talented require years of training to become proficient. Really, is that so? But you have an advantage that transcends talent. The crystal has chosen you with its knowledge. The technique will come more naturally to you than others. Now, as much as I would like to have you try your hand with Nuliths at once, I've just received promising intelligence from command. Well, what kind of intelligence from command have you received? Apparently our fugitives have taken themselves to Ardleshire in the Dravanian hinterlands. Let us make our way there at once. Certainly. Quest accepted! Alright, so what does this do? The Adder's Gold gauge indicates accumulated stacks of Adder's Gold, which are restored automatically over time. Adder's Gold can be consumed to execute actions such as Drachol and Kirkol. Drocol? Alright, we're quite at 50. Very nice. The gauge builds stacks of Adder Sting when the barrier effect of Eucrazian diagnosis is completely absorbed. Adder Sting stacks can be executed to execute actions such as Toxin and Toxin 2. So, Eucrasia, when active, can be used to enhance the effects of doses, diagnoses, and prognoses. That's cool. Yeah, one moment. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. Alright. So I should have some abilities here. Right. So I'm gonna move this over here, this here. Roll. Well, that's swift cast. Repose is sooner. Okay, that's gonna require some attention. Don't need repose, do I? No, I don't. Shortcast. A sooner should go there. Wow, that's that's a lot of abilities. Oh yes, I'm gonna enjoy this. Alright, so Adder's Gold gauge indicates you accumulated stacks of Adder's Gold. So okay, so that's the that's this here, is it? Uh-oh. Yikes. No! No, 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 no. That's not what I wanted. This is going swell, isn't it? Alright, so I go HUD layout. Oh, okay, right, HUD layout. What's this? Heck. Uh, hmm. Where should I put this, actually? Eucrasia? It's curious. Very well. Logs. So challenge log, duty. So yeah, a little bit of fun dealing with this mess. Yikes. Doses 1. So this would be my primary primary attack, yeah? Diagnoses. Restores target HP. Cardia. Grants self the effect of cardia. There we go. 3. This is a lot to take in. Like, a lot. But to Idleshy we go. You can't just sit around all day. Why is everybody in Idleshire? Oh no, wait, there was one more place I wanted to go to before I continue on with this. One small little update. Resurrects target to a weakened state. I see. I'll retire to an inn room, thank you very much. Right, get glamour plates. I believe we got one more saved. There we go. Although, if I go edit glamour plates, dispel glamour. It's kind of cool, actually. I like that. That's kind of wicked. I'm storing that stupid necklace, though. So I may have to get rid of that. But then again... So I just can't hide an item, can I? Curious. Yeah, that's alright. Not so sure about the gloves though. That looks a lot better. Alright, so I just need 2 dispellers, do I? No, 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 not quite, not quite, not quite. Where did I put them? Glamour Dispeller, Retrieve, Split. Hit Glamour Plates, 2 Dispel Glamour. Maybe in this case I do need 3. Oh heck, I do need 3, don't I? Because I'm dispelling. Or do I? I'll take out the other one just in case. How will this work though? I don't know. No, I don't know. These are good boots, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. I'm thinking too hard about it. But that necklace needs to go. Like, can I hide the necklace? That I do not know. But I better move on. So map, Dravania, Aroshaya. Oh cool, didn't hide the head slot. Alright. So I got no idea what any of these actually do. Repose? Don't need that there. That's a sooner. Remove that. You know... That's right. Where is... Where did I put my mounts? Key items. Alright. Okay, so here we go. So there's Aldershire. The tales do not do the place justice. Truly impressive what the goblins and their fellow scavengers have managed to build upon the ruins of our colony. Ahem. To the task at hand, as I mentioned before, we have reason to believe that the futures have recently passed through this town, and may even still be here. For the sake of efficiency, I suggest we split up and search. I'll see the town south if you could lead to the north. Very well, I can do that. Okay, so where did I put it? The big, oh, he's back. Oh, chicken. Nice. That's a cool chair. He disappeared again. I need to... There's not midnight joy I need. Let's see. Sage's focus. Here we go. Although, one moment. Help! Somebody, please! I need help! Did you hear that? Hello, who's this? He's not a very nice looking bunny. That man's in trouble. Well, let's go and help him. Oof. Am I gonna remain untouched? Oh, yes! I'm gonna enjoy this! So they're just a bunch of thugs, are they? I don't know who you are, and I do not care. You're not getting away again. You have been warned. Well, wait! Oh, didn't be a douchebag. So as I was saying before... I like the glasses though, they come with it. Well, they're part of this outfit. Thank you, had you not intervened when you did, I dread to think what might have become of me. Oh, glad to be here. Permit me to introduce myself. I'm old Renee. I think that's how you say it. I am Charlene too, a recent graduate of the stadium. In fact, would you mind telling us what happened? What was that? Did I just hear a beep? Getting the provision of it. Okay. A sage beside, speaking of which, one of your assailants, the Vera man, also wielded sage magic. Was he known to you? No, I had never so much as laid eyes upon him. Before I do, have an inkling, however, as to why the villains have come here. If they use the sage's art of ill, then the destination is like to be the Saint Morganian's Arbitorium. The Arbitorium. What could they possibly seek in that abandoned place? Following the Exodus, they cultivated variants of certain plants became forbidden in Charlian, but that which can no longer be found in the motherland still grows freely there, among which are potent but dangerous herbs. I see. That does stand to reason, and I dare say it was for your knowledge that fugitives attacked you. You too are a sage. You do not appear to be Charlian. How did you come by your soul crystal? The good people of Physis Tiknon had entrusted the crystal to me, and when it exhibited a strong resonance in Renee's presence, I in turn entrusted it to him. Then you were chosen to inherit. Is aught amiss, Master Rene? No, 'tis nothing. I was but struck by the remarkable providence to have crossed paths with the sages so far from home. Ours is a reclusive nation after all, our policy to observe, not intervene. This did not sit well with me, and so I left Charlian behind, as the great Master Louisoix once did, and though I would never dare to equate myself to him, I too believe it was my duty to alleviate suffering from the world. It's a sweet sword she's got, what the hell? So that's what brought you to yours, yeah? You're a noble soul, Master Feldrene. Yeah, there's something I want to do here. I must return to the road. Thank you again for coming to my aid. Till next we meet, let us both endeavour to seek out new knowledge and possibilities for the betterment of mankind. Yes, I'll be glad to. So I swear I heard 2 beeps from my computer. Just concerned. Alright. Let's head to Saint Morganian's Arbitorium at once. Given that we know of the fugitives, I had considered that we might be after knowledge sealed in the Great Gubal Library. Her Master Feldrene presents a compelling theory. And for an all but proven theory of my own, our quarry have cleared and enhanced themselves with sage magic. I suspected as much given what they stole, but the leader's actions earlier leave little room for doubt. Not that it gives us any great insight into what they are or our ultimate goal. Regardless, to use a sage's soul for ill is unforgivable, and I'll not rest until these criminals have brought to justice. Right, to the Arbitorium. Our mission aside, I dare say it'll be idle place for your training. Ideal. Oops. So I just get this? That's awesome! I don't know what any of these abilities do, so... So this is... Wow. Alright, so they can belong there because I believe I have, I'll try and match this to my white mage layout as much as possible. Stores own target or target party members' HP. Q potency 700. I see. Interesting. So where am I heading to exactly? Right, I know where now. I just gotta find the way out of here. Oh, I see. Okay, so I got Rosie's there also. So just cleaning up my bar a little bit. I don't think I'll be on for too long tonight. Yeah, I just want to do my own thing and just relax and, Though, one moment. There we go. By the scholar, so this is Saint Mokian's Arbitorium. From the illustrations, I do not think it would be so immense. It may interest you to know that this place holds special meaning to sages from ancient strains to crossbreed creations. Myriad medicinal plants have been cultivated within its halls. Alas, in the wake of the Exodus 15 years ago, this once magnificent institution has fallen into ruin. Tragic. Still, there's certain charm in seeing nature reassert her dominance, or dominion. While it must be a veritable menagerie of rare wildlife within, I should like to spend a day studying them field in hand. Ahem, forgive me, this isn't a field trip, but a mission. Our objective is to find the fugitives and, failing that, clues that will lead us to them. Please see to your preparations, a spot of practice with your spells will not go astray, and then we shall venture in. So you have all sage actions from the semi-detailed descriptions can be viewed in the actions and release in the creative move. Alright, so here we go. So I can finally figure this out. The Eddersgall gauge, which is this thing, accumulated stacks of Eddersgall, which seems to be full at the moment, which are restored automatically over time. Eddersgall can be consumed to execute actions such as Luchol. Okay, so which one should I keep an eye out for? Ah, here we go, found it. I'll move this here, move this up here, and leave it there. Should move this here. Okay, so that's Druo, and then next time after Kira. Where is this? That's Cardia. Kira, there we go. So these two abilities drew from this. Okay, easy. Oh, where is it? Yeah, put that at... no. Put that at R, because that's my resurrect button. So the gauge board stacks of Adder's Sting. When the barrier effect of Ecurasian diagnosis is completely absorbed, Adder's Sting can be... Oh, I see. So there's the purple little bar is Adder's Sting. So the gauge board stacks of Adder's Sting. Is that right? Yes, it would be. Gauge boards are stacks of Adder's Sting. When the barrier effect of Ecurasian diagnosis is completely absorbed. So that's Hamer. The barrier effect of equation diagnoses. Well, do I have that? Certain actions are being augmented. Oh. What do you mean valid target? Oh. That's interesting. So you Crazier. Oh, that's very interesting. So augment certain offensive healing magic actions. Doses upgrade to your equation diagnoses, right? Diagnoses. It's upgrade to your equation. Okay, recast time gonna be affected by. Alright. So I move down there, see if it's gonna be such an important button. So 4. Oops. What I should do. So deals unexpected damage with a potency of 300 additional effects. Restore HP to targets under the effect of Guardian granted by you. Cure potency 130. Deals unexpected damage over time. So that's a dot, is it? Additional effects restores HP to targets under the effect of Guardian granted you. Alright, so hang on. Okay, so restores target HP by 400, so that's just... Additional effect erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage equaling to 125% of the amount of HP restored. Or when critical HP restored, also grants differential diagnoses, nullifying damage equating 100% of damage. Oh. Hang on, that's interesting. Makes a magic barrier which nullifies damage equaling. So, hello Gwen. Just figuring out how this Sage class works. I find it kind of fascinating. So Rick's magic barrier which nullifies damage equaling. So magic barrier then once 112 damage dealt is dealt. What's that HP? And then nullifies damage, not reduces. When critical HP is restored, also grants differential diagnosis, nullifying damage equaling 100% damage to be restored. Duration 30 seconds. If it cannot be stacked with equation prognosis. That's Q. Yeah, it's working out quite a bit differently from White Mage. It's just you got this where is it? Eucrasia spell, which gives your abilities a little buff here. But Q restores own HP and HP of all party members. Oh, that's nice. Nice big rainbow. So 4 for an alternate spell. Or a buff spell rather. Restores own HP and HP of all party members. Okay. Additional effect. Erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage. Oh, right, because it's just shield healer. Yes, of course. Erects a magic barrier which nullifies damage equal to 230% of the amount of HP restored. Cannot be stacked with those equation diagnoses or scholars galvanize. Oh. Fascinating. Oh, I see. So I've got a little beacon up here showing me if I'm in my alternate. Okay. Gaugeable stacks of... Okay, here we go. Gaugeable stacks of Adder Sting, which I have none of. When the barrier effect of equation diagnosis is completely absorbed. Barrier effects. It should say barrier effects of equation diagnosis. Alright, so I need targets to be attacked. So if I'll place barriers on tanks, that should fill up my bars of Adder Sting. And so my working through this slowly. Stacks can be used to execute actions such as Toxicon and Toxicon 2. Interesting. So... is Toxicon... the Toxicon 2's down there. I see. So I should probably place Toxicon on E. That would be much better to Okay, so Eucrasia, when active, can be used to enhance the effects of doses, diagnoses, and prognoses. You can free the description for adding time from actions and traits menu. Excellent! So that's actually quite simple, the first half of that. I'll need to set up a, what's it called? A Swift Cast Resurrection macro. Now I got all of these abilities, which... Okay, so that's a hot. That can stay there. Deals unexpected damage to target and all enemies nearby with a potency of 400 for the first enemy and 30% less for all remaining enemies. Restores HP to targets under the effects of Cradion granted by you. Oh yeah, so this is interesting. So where did I put Cradion? Sure. Find this symbol from here and just recognize it's Cardia. Do I have even unlocked? I should have it unlocked. No, maybe I'm just not. Maybe I can be a bit blind. By Cardion. Under the effect of Cardion, well, grants self the effect of Cardia, and a selected party member, or self the effect of Cardion, restoring HP. Okay, so that's 3. Curious. Did I just see my screen blur? Deals unexpected damage to a target and all enemies nearby with a potency. So it restores HP to target under the effect of Cardion granted by you. So I would like to... Alright, so... But that's not affected. Ooh, this is a lot of reading. Restores own HP and HP of nearby target by removing your equation diagnosis. Oh boy, this is getting complicated, isn't it? So I see. I can apply a healing effect, then I can strip it from them for extra healing. That's actually kind of cool. If a bit complicated. Well, remembering it is. Restores own target. Okay, you know, I'm fine. I'll just get on with the quest because of those. Yeah. The progression of their battle was saved by certain points in the event that you were affected. You'll be... Okay, cool. Yep. Got it. Let's see. Proceed. Duty commenced. Now, I believe I got... Yeah, I got Phlegm. Or Phlegma. Which I'll need to remember to cast. Yes, I'm down. Cast Cardi on me, the spell will establish magical link. Oh, nice. We're going to go through a little story here. Okay, so the ritual ether of your attacks will be channeled into me. Nice. Heal my wounds as you deal damage to our foes. Yes! I'm going to love this. Yes, just so. Let us continue. Yeah, I'm keen. So is that just a permanent effect? Because I didn't see it. No, I guess it's permanent. Size of a head. I believe this goes for our barrier. This time, augment your spells using Creation, then cast your Creation Diagnosis. Alright. And... this time, augment your spells using Creation, which I did. Then cast your Creation Diagnoses. Oh, Diagnoses. What does that mean? Oh hell, I'm bleeding already. Oh, nice. So, yes. Party on. Cool. No, Judy failed. Ha! So I'm missing something here, am I? It's 24th, yes. Normal. Because otherwise it does not seem to be healing as much as I thought it would be. Yes, it's fine. Oh, there's a lot of information to take in at once. Kinda wish they would like give you a slow tutorial to introduce you to your abilities. As you start off as a basic job, you can just slowly learn into your class, but this is just a bit harder. Yep. Cardia, so you want Cardia, there we go. And they don't even hit Thesis too. Stores own or target HP's party member. Yeah, this is going to be Crazier. Past 4. Erects a magic barrier which signifies damage equal to one of the... Okay. Cool. Although I might just... See, what's this big red dot? It's not exactly explained as to what that is. Right, so you still have got Cardion. Alright. Here we go, hang on. Oh. Interesting. Indeed. Just crazier. Feels like to be dealing with a bunch of ordinary. Ooh. What might it be? Some manner of plant seems to have been harvested here. I can't identify what the remaining parts, however. There may be other clues nearby we should investigate further. Very well. Very time for the world service, a ring to some manner of creature. Alright. I see. Oh. Ligma. I think I may enjoy that ability. Traces of ice. Someone recently fought here, a proficient wielder of magic. I don't think a lily pad would make a very good platform to fight on, but... Fugitives, in the name of the form, I demand you surrender yourselves at once. All the weapons to bear against us. No matter I warned you once, I won't warn you again. Oh no. Whew. Defeat Loifa and his accomplices. Very well, I shall try. I've got this, stand back. This is kind of cool music. Hell. Oh, wait, no, bad idea. Oh. Like, I'm not familiar with all the... I'm not familiar with all the abilities to, keep this up. Good night, Gwen. One moment. Alright. Oh well, again and again and again I shall try till I get used to these weird abilities. So... Alright. Guardian. Alright. Damn it. Okay, isn't this a bit much? You're throwing something towards... what do I even do here? Oh, this fucking jerk. Oh, come on. I mean, isn't this just a little too demanding for someone completely new to the Sage class? His abilities also are a bit slow. This is ability diagnoses. Stores target HP. Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 300. Okay, restores HP to targets under the effect of Guardian. Cure potency 1 to 3. Well, that's a bit low, isn't it? Does unexpected damage over time, potency 400. So that's just a dot, is it? Yeah. Break symmetrical barrier. Your creation prognoses. Okay. That's not very useful either. What about Toxicon? Deals unexpected damage target and all enemies nearby with a potency 20 for the first enemy and okay. I see. And how long does it take for Guardian to let's see. Right. Which is this, right? Oh no. I see. This is a lot to remember all at once. Am I missing anything? Prognoses? No. Gerio? No. Thesis. That's thesis, right? No. Oh, thesis 2, right. Ligma. Oops, turn this back on. Just this one. Creature Soteria. Grants 4 stacks of Soteria, each stack increasing the curability of Cardion. Effect granted you by 70%, duration 15 seconds. Right. I need more keys, because, damn. Right, so this rush to a targeted enemy's or party member's location, unable to cast if bound. I see. Well, I kind of get it, but... Yeah, right. So how long have I been streaming for now? Because I've not meant to go on for too long here. Oh well. Go easy. Proceed. Yes, can't see in my bed. Alright. I'll give you Cardion. Well, I still don't know what that means. It's... So they're shielded, right? No, 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 wait. Oh, damn, he's... Okay. Slowly getting it. Wait, no, I didn't mean that. I mean, yeah. Stop it. Whew. Alright, so that's much better. Again, I'm slowly getting this down. It's really new to me, so... Whew. Alright. You held your own against the enhanced. That I did. But aye, that's enough sport for now, the mission takes precedence. Confound it, not again! Oh, hello. What's this? The pouch they dropped from contained a plant, but they came from I shouldn't doubt. Just a matter I've heard, but none I've seen in the course of my studies. And as I made my way out, I also stumbled upon what appears to be a diary by the entrance. Though not much of its contents are magically obfuscated, I could make out some nautical terms, so I may assume it belonged to a sage. As we continue our pursuit, I will work on lifting the enchantment. When you have a moment, please feel free to pursue the contents of Shire. On that note, let us head back to the settlement. Indeed. Alright, so that's a bit of a headache. Feels like a good class though. I've dispatched the planter to Charlian for identification. We will learn what it is. I believe we will gain insight to the villain's objective. Now tell me, Renee, have you been practicing with the Norlis while I wasn't looking? I ask because even with the crystal's knowledge, you demonstrated remarkable proficiency. Thank you. Regardless, this plain you have a gift for the art. The sages whose memories reside in the crystal must be beaming with pride. Though sometimes I cannot help but wonder if the sage's art was created for the betterment of mankind, why then does it incorporate techniques which inflict harm? And the fugitives, what could have compelled them to spurn our homeland's prescribed policy, as Master Louisoir and Master Felindrene have? But I must use no avail. It will be a while before we hear back regarding the plant. Until we do, please take this opportunity to continue honing your skills. As you go about your training, remember to heed the voices within your soul crystal. Do so, and your predecessors will surely grant you the wisdom to protect those held dear. Oh, cool. So I have completed the whole sage questing for now. Neat. I guess it'll be good to head over to Mordona and begin Shadowbringers. Something I've been looking forward to for some time. Alright, but there's one thing I want to do. Oh, I see. Very well. Ah, here we go. So, Discord. And yeah. Alright. And I am going to look at... I'm going to head off in about 30 minutes or so. Maybe 20. And then look up plenty of guides on how all these abilities work. White Oak Weapon Coffer. I see. Accept. Good news, Renee. We've had a stroke of luck in our search for the beacon. Really? What's it? Apparently, our colleagues have stumbled across a hidden path. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. Oh, okay. A path I doubt would ever have found had the Ironworks and Sons not added their numbers to the party. Thanks to them, we have eager eyes aplenty down there, checking under rocks and peering into every nook and cranny. Still, it sounds like there's a lot of ground to cover. Indeed. Okay, so then we would give them a hand. Sounds like tedious work, but not as tedious as waiting around, I suppose. Yeah. Exactly, so I was thinking we should go lend a hand. The sooner we find this beacon, the sooner we can travel to wherever it is this mysterious voice is coming from. I bet it's that red-eyed cat, isn't it? I'm gonna find that red-eyed cat. That's part, Alkin. Again, so meaning we have no time to lose. Well, let's get a move on then. I'm eager to get into Shadowbringers here. There's a boat in the north, a silvertier waiting to ferry people to the site, so let's be on our way. Oh, do let's. Okay, deep stones. Excellent. So the Cypress Trench, speak with Saint Coinarch, ferryman in the north of Silvertier. Well, where is Silvertier? Just down there? Alright. Get on my mana cutter. Heading to the survey site, sir. It's on the eastern shore of the lake, and the swiftest way to get there is by boat. Alright, well, let's go then. Oh, this is funky. What's this about? And Tataru's here. Huzzah! Cutscene.
Look how many people there are! Should we get to it then? Pick up anything that seems the least bit device-like, and we'll make ourselves a pile.
Well, if it isn't the hero of the hour, maybe you'll change our look. We've found bugger all without you.
Biggs! Wedge!
Aye, aye. Well, we could hardly say no to a call for aid from the Scions. Jesse called it the chief of some other business, so we'll be working twice as hard to make up for his not being here.
Thrice as hard, even.
Thank you, both of you. I'm sure we'll find that beacon in no time.
I'm not seeing anything out here. Do you reckon you could squeeze in there, Wedge?
Ha!
And get stuck halfway? No, thank you.
I could try if you like.
Tataru, no! We couldn't ask you to do that.
Oh, I'll be fine. This receptionist is not afraid to get her hands dirty.
Sorry, I meant to say, The scholars haven't finished their preliminary assessment of the site yet, so we're not supposed to venture too far in. What's that you got there? Now that looks promising.
Isn't that the Ironworks symbol? Counterfeiters?
Oh boy.
Now I have you.
You are right.
What's happening?
What is going on?
Me. Focus on my voice. Let expanse contract. Eon become instant.
Wait, this must be it. The device. Oh, this is supposed to happen.
Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Oh, safe journey, warrior of light. Find our friends and bring them home.
What? Oh boy.
The dawn's light will shine again.
Oh, do not look at me so.
You're slaves to a tyrant. There's no freedom in that.
This is one battle you cannot
Oh, this is funky.
We did everything right. Everything that was asked of us, and still it came to this.
Isn't
Your
it?
time has not yet come.
Oh.
From endless dreams I awake. Something vague, yet urgent, calls me to action once more.
Rare to meet someone out here who's not a peddler themselves. What brings you into the wilds this time of night?
This time of night? But it's brightest day out here.
Well, if it ain't the oldest joke in the book. Me granddad, God's rest his soul, used to tell that one to the barman at kicking out time.
Oh boy.
And when, pray tell, did we last have a dark night? You rotten old drunk, yet he'd reply. Over 100 bleeding years ago, that's when. You got that look down to a T. I'd almost think you meant it. Ah, got to you, did they? Poor beggar. That explains it then. Well, I've roads to travel and wares to sell, but you best hurry along to the town nearby. Just head east through the trees and aim for the Shining Tower. You'll find the place soon enough. 'Tis the biggest settlement for malms around. Go on now, friend. They'll take good care of you in the Crystarium.
Dizzying heights it rises, the Gleaming Spire. Its tip threatening to pierce the blinding canopy. There, it will all begin anew. Between dark and light, the pure and the corrupt. The one true struggle.
Alright. Holy heck, this place is bright. Laurent. I mean, it's pretty though. This is nighttime. Oh, hello.
Halt!
every face in this city I know. Yours, I do not. This is the threshold of the Crystarium, stranger, and I am its gatekeeper. If you would enter, you will answer my questions.
I like your voice actor. Alright.
From where do you hail?
Ooh, that's a good question. The source. Now that's... The source. Alright.
The source? What is this cryptic nonsense? Had you given me an honest answer, I would not have barred your way. We care little here for a person's place of origin. But instead, you chose concealment. And I will not suffer you to pass.
Okay.
That one had eaten. It must have gulped down the whole hand, ring and all.
Oh. Bugger. That's gotta suck.
Everything all right, Captain?
Quite all right, my lord. Just a stray sin eater, and a weak one at that.
I see. Weak or not, we should be on the lookout for more. But I see you've met my guest. I will escort him to the Crystarium myself, if you've no objections.
Another of your mysterious friends, is it? I should have known. Very well. I'll inform the others your guest is to be given the run of the city. Pray forgive my less than cordial welcome. May the rest of your stay with us be a pleasant one.
Thank you.
Come with me. I will answer whatever questions you have when we are somewhere more private.
All right.
Right then, before we plunge into the wheres and wherefores, let me first thank you for answering my summons. I had intended to bring you directly to my personal quarters, but I fear my aim was slightly off. That you are still able to make the crossing unharmed is a great relief. And so, we come to the question of where. The realm in which you now find yourself belongs to one of the 13 reflections, or shards. The first, to be precise, even if its inhabitants are largely oblivious to the fact. As to wherefore, having been awarded the rather grandiose title of Crystal Exarch, I, in my capacity as caretaker of the Crystarium, thought to seek the aid of you and your companions.
Are the other Scions here?
That is a question with no simple answer. But all shall be explained in due course, I promise you. Let us begin with the glaring skies up above. Here in the first, the world has been all but consumed by primordial light. It began a century ago, by this realm's reckoning. A luminous flood swallowing everything in its path. more than 9/10 of this star was lost. And the fortunate few who survived are hounded by abominations born of that catastrophe even now. Sin Eaters, we call them. The creature you saw earlier was one such monstrosity. It was to save the First from this menace that I learned to bridge the rift between worlds. That I might call upon the aid of the greatest of heroes.
Oh, thank you.
Though it meant depriving a world of its champion, I had to try, for in saving the First, you would bring salvation to the Source as well. But what manner of host harangues his guests in the middle of the road? Let us continue our talk within the Crystarium.
Oh, hello, another cutscene.
Such a proud and vibrant city. The sole sanctuary for the living in a world all but resigned to oblivion. Each stone was laid with hope. The town itself a symbol, a monument to defiance in the face of death. No would-be hero could fail to answer its call. For who among us does not yearn for salvation?
Alright. And here we are. Welcome, my friend, to the Crystarium. Complete. Neat. Stone golden proofs, huh? Meh. Wish I got something a bit better there, but never mind. White oak chest gear coffer. Very well. Now a full and frank discussion in the privacy of my study would seem to be in order. But I think our conversation would be more meaningful were you to first gain a firmer grasp on the situation here. To that end, I would like you to visit a few of the Crystarium's civic leaders and glean something of this world and its predicament. Who are you, though? As you can see, this path will take you directly to the Aetheryte, a convenience with which I am sure you're only too familiar. That I am? Being the rightful object of my summoning spell, you should in theory be able to reach all the way back along the Aetheric Trail and find a connection to the source, believe it or not. Well, makes sense, really. I strongly suggest you complete this achievement before venturing any further. Ha! Ha 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 ha! That I will. After you have done so, I'll walk up to the steps next to Aetherite and head out to the left to arrive in the Crystalline mean. This is where you'll find our collective of crafters and gatherers, as well as your spokeswoman, Catlise, one of the people I should like you to meet. Another Tumorin to reach him in his Cabinet of Curiosity. You'll want to avoid the aforementioned steps and take the exit on the left and simply continue straight along and down until you come to the large doors at the end of the path. The third and final person I would like you to meet is Braggy, our man in charge of trade and distribution. He is found in the markets, which you can access from the opposite side of the Aetheryte Plaza. Thank you. In seeking out each of my colleagues, you will visit the major districts of the city and hopefully gain a feel for the place. I trust my directions were simple and enough. Yes, they were, thank you. Crystal clear. Ha! Very good. I can see the layout of Crystarium owes more to the historic necessity than planning, but I'm sure you'll learn its twists and turns before long. You know, honestly, the true challenge may be in finding the right way to approach its citizens. Alright. As you discovered during your encounter with the captain, the people of this world are unaware of the existence of other stars and will struggle to accept the truth of your origin. That being the case, when they ask whence you hail, as they inevitably will, I suggest you claim to share homeland with the Crystal Exarch. There is an unspoken rule here about peering too deeply into that particular mystery. When you've finished making the rounds, pray meet me in the large courtyard in the center of town. Until then... All right. Oh, pardon me. Well, I'll tune myself to the Aetheryte. There we go. I'll set my home point here. Excellent. Okay. Curious. Clear Nazi. Nice. Here we go. Wow, this is a pretty flash. The Trivium. What? This is awesome. That just leads into a deep dark pit. No. We got water there. Quite appropriate, but... So that ether part is upwards somewhere. Oh, wow. This is certainly impressive. A blank globe. Alright. Excuse me, sir. Are you recently come to the city, perchance? I'm quite familiar with our civic rules, you see, and, well, ahem. Well, what I mean is, have you brought any books with you? A rumpled scroll even? A scrap of scribbled on parchment? Wow. My apologies, literature is something as an obsession of mine as well as a profession. Librarian Moran, at your service. This humble collection is known as the Cabinet of Curiosity. It's a big cabinet you got here. As your powers of perception have likely informed you, my colleagues and I are responsible for curating all manner of tomes, documents, and other vehicles for the written word. As horrific as the loss of life and land wrought by the flood unquestionably was, the damage to recorded knowledge was no less catastrophic. We few do all we can to preserve what wisdom survived. This is certainly a lot of knowledge you have. But tell me, what brings you to the cabinet today? Looking for any title in particular? Mayhap a spot of academic research? Oh ho! So you have an interest in modern history. Splendid! A thorough review of recent events can often yield novel perspectives. I quite agree. If you would prefer something visual to accompany the account, then I think I have an illustrated history for children somewhere. Just a moment, and I'll fetch it for you. An illustrated history book for children. Alright. And here we are. Would you like to pull up a chair, make yourself more comfortable? On to the lesson then. Well, I am sitting down. "100 years ago, or near enough to that to not to matter, villains known as the Warriors of Light slew the Shadowkeeper, the Steward of Darkness. In the wake of this tainted deed, light began to pour into the world. As if from unseen cracks, it poured and swirled without cease until the day an enormous blinding wave rose up and swept across our star. We call this calamity the Flood of Light. Everything it touched was leached of life and vigor, leaving naught behind but a luminous wasteland. Yet just when it seemed that all would be lost, a saviour appeared before us. The Oracle of Light, she stood twixt us and approaching doom, and by her power did she stay the flood. Thus was Novrand and Novrant. Okay. Hello. Tragedy would, however, arrive in another form. From the blasted emptiness descended horrors of a strange and terrible aspect to bedevil the few folk who survived. These sin eaters were light incarnate, and their fulgent presence stole the night from the northern sky. Even now they circle the remaining bastions of civilization, ever on the hunt for us, ever hungering for our flesh. Unfortunate. And thus did the world ever become what it is. Should you ever wish to hear the tale again, I would be glad to retell it for you. Very well. Or rather, if you would like rather speak of other matters, that too would be my pleasure. I should be glad of the company. Oh boy. That is fascinating. So our next trip should be upstairs. And then off to just outside here, okay. Nice Catless. Rare to see a place so well stocked with goods, is it? But not here. I'm going to guess you're new to our fair city. Well, for what it's worth, you've chosen a fine sanctuary. The Exarch can throw up a barrier if the city does come knocking, so it's a damn sight safer in here than it is out there. Safer and more civilized too, thanks to us in the mean. We work together to procure materials and resources and craft the goods which makes city life possible. This is the place to visit if you've needed a coat mended or a kettle forged. Just don't go thinking it'll all be handed to you on a plate like those Moran layabouts here in the Crystalline. We work for a living. I see you're not strange to honest labour. You don't have that whiff of indolence about you like some folk I've met. Still, I can't quite pin down your profession, or where does it come from? One of the Exarch's countrymen, you say? I see. Well then, I work twice as hard to make you feel welcome. Our city wouldn't even exist if it weren't for him, and any friend of his is a friend of ours. It's really quite incredible when you think about it. They say his grand magic summoned the Crystal Tower into existence, put the entire thing out of thin air. Alright, I get it, yep. It wasn't long before droves of refugees began congregating around its base, desperate for shelter after losing their homes to the flood. And that's how the Crystalline began, and the Exarch's invitation. Buildings started popping up, and with the help of some curious relics brought from the tower, the place gradually expanded into the thriving metropolis you see today. The city stood here for decades now, yet the oldest among us swear that Exarch looks exactly the same as he did back then. He is indeed a man of many mysteries, but for all his secrecy he has never yet let us down. So if he and you wish to remain silent about your shared homeland, then the folk here will respect your wish for privacy. I am however more than a little curious to see any crafting talent you might be hiding. If you've come to contribute on that front, be sure to come back and visit once you've had a chance to settle in. Well, unfortunately I have not been leveling up my crafting jobs, so it's unfortunate. Just as for Catless, And I'll find you a niche here in the Crystalline Mean. You can help us and keep the cogs of the city greased and turning. Oh, thank you, Ben. It's been fascinating so far. Wow. 2 bots. I don't think I can do anything about it. Really, I can't just ban them from my, well, that's interesting. Yeah, I need to figure that out how on my end. Well, let's see what we got here. It's home, insights, community. Yeah, curious. There's no actual ban button. I guess I can go like this. Ah, here we go. So evil Z now K. Oh, cool. I can ban them, so I just have to type in the command. So slash ban NYO bot. Cool. Done. Yeah, they crop up from time to time. And down we go. Alright, so I would go you. There you go. So is this the last guy we need to talk to? Speak with Braggy at the Musica Universalis. Yes. It's certainly pretty city. It's got a mixture of Nimsalamins and Gridania architect, kind of like. It's got like the smooth brickwork and the nature thing going on. So in most of the markets, they gave us the district another official title, but I'm in the habit of using it too floored. Okay. In any case, our merchants stock a range of equipment for B, such as yourself, so finding something in your size shouldn't be a problem. I'm sorry, did you say V? I'm actually a Vera. Must be a dialect I'm not familiar with. Let's see if we can straighten this out. See those two in front of us? The shorter one is a Hume. The other one is an elf. That sturdy individual over there is a Golgent, while the other one, the horns, is a Dran. Then you have the large scaly chaps, the long tails and neck for raising livestock. Those would be the Zun. Let's see. Which is apparently not the name you know them by. Now I'm curious to know which far-flung region you hail from. The same as the X-like then. Well, that explains it. So, rabbits in this world are known as V, then, are they? You don't get much farther along than that. We've had a few of your lot pass through in recent years, and despite the obvious learning, they floundered over the simplest things. But not to worry, should you find yourself confused by the local language or customs, I'll be here to answer your questions. Alright. This is crazy. Wouldn't it get really humid in here? I mean, if there's enough moisture outside. But essentially just a giant greenhouse. Alright, so I got... Let's not go down there. So I got, what, 4, 5 more to go? Cool. Let's do one. So I'm guessing the exarch guy is, what's his name? The red-eyed cat guy we found in the tower. Well, these apartments, are they? That's cool. Yeah, spoilers, I know. Alright, so that's the Docile Gate. I don't think we've done that one. Is the Amaro launch. Do I need to sell anything? Not really. Oh, hello. Someone from the same free company. Always nice to find a fellow guild member wandering about. Now, did I click this one? I did. Crystalline mean? Ah, over here. But I didn't get that one? My bad. Guess I forgot about it. But out here should be... No, he doesn't have a cat tail, does he? So it can't be him. Nope. Excellent. So... Can I get from here to the Amaro launch? Or the, Crystalline mine, I mean. No. Maybe I've gone too far. What is this place? The Rotunda. There we go. Here you go, Eternite Shard. Then... Alright, cool, so that's the only one I'm missing. That should be... This one? Yeah, cool. There we go. You've attuned yourself to all the Eternite shards in the Crystalline. Lakeland is inaccessible as the Eternite destination. Neat. Alright. I've got no idea where that is, but... One moment. Slash... Beacon. Well, how did you fare? Did my colleagues help you form from a clearer picture of this world and its people? Oh. An account of how the Exarch summoned the Crystal Tower in the city built by the refugees who sheltered there. An account of how the Warriors of Light caused the flood, which later led to the appearance of the Seniors. An account of how the race of source known as the names of the first. Yes, it seems you were treated to a most thorough introduction. I understand it was something of a chore, but it was necessary that you grasp these things before we proceed. As with the Crystal Tower's origin, you may have noticed that the details were sparse. The structure is in fact the self-same one you know from the source, transported to the first in its entirety. It was my first attempt at breaching the boundaries between the worlds, something of a trial run for your eventual crossing, and although I do not know which era I tore it from, really, I do know that its arrival served to set the wheels of fate in motion. Yeah, I don't think the white oak gear is going to do me any good, because I think I'm wearing it. The Exarch is finally ready to discuss the matter of your comrades' whereabouts. You have done it as I requested. You've done as requested, and learned something of the world in which you find yourself. Now is the time I fulfilled my half of the bargain and explained what is before your comrades. It is a conversation I would rather have in privacy of my quarters. However, I must go on ahead to the tower and organize a few things, but I shall see the guards knows to admit you. Just like that then, Grahatea is... I'm not familiar with that name. Is this something I should know? Ha! An extraordinary tale, but I'm afraid I found no such individual residing in the tower. I'm going to pass it to my care. Mayhap we can revisit that mystery another time. I think it's best we focus on the present. Oh, I'm glad that you can throw that name in. Most excellent. Reading so the Exarch waits you within. Yes.
Welcome to the Ocular, my private study. We can speak here without fear of being overheard. I have much to explain, but the truths which I must touch upon in doing so would cause only distress and confusion to the people of this world. Pray keep that in mind. Now, I am sure you are desperate to know the fate of your fellow Scions. To put it simply, they are here in the first. Their arrival, however, was not as recent as you may imagine. Here, time flows at a different pace from that of the source. In the space of a single hour in your home world, an entire year might pass in the first, and the reverse could also be true. The pace fluctuates without rhyme or reason, and it cannot be predicted. That said, we seem to be entering a period of near equivalence, and thus, for the moment, you need not overly concern yourself with the passage of time. As for your companions, however, Yustola and Urianger have dwelled here for 3 winters, all told, while Thancred's count stands at 5. Even our more recent arrivals, Alphino and Alize, have lived in the first for almost a year. My intention had been to summon only you, but the art of reaching across worlds has proven exceedingly difficult to master. Thus it was that my fumbling hand closed upon those to whom your fate is most closely bound as well.
Ah.
As they were not the object of my summons, their transference was incomplete. Though they may appear to possess corporeal bodies, they are, in truth, merely spirits that one can see and touch. Consequently, while you yourself will be able to pass between worlds with relative freedom, they will not. Much as it grieves me, they are stranded here, unable to return.
Well, that's something, isn't it? Then find a way to send them back.
We spent every waking hour searching for a way to reverse the summoning. In the beginning, at least. As you may have surmised, however, our efforts met with little success. And then we all but abandoned the endeavor once Urianger shared with us the vision he had witnessed during his journey through the rift. In that chaotic no-man's land between realms, time and space warp and blend in unexpected ways. What Urianger saw was the future, that which would one day come to pass. In his vision of tomorrow, the first was rejoined with the source. This collision of worlds brought about the 8th umbral calamity and the deaths of countless multitudes. Amongst those who perished, Urianger clearly saw the fall of the Scions' mightiest champion. He watched you die.
Oh.
And thus did the Scions embrace their exile, and began searching this world for a means to forestall the coming catastrophe in yours. Their souls are stranded in the first, yes, but they have fought on, desperate to save their home and you from destruction. Nor have their efforts been in vain, for it was they who finally established that the elimination of the Sin Eaters will indeed serve to prevent the calamity. Considering these circumstances of our meeting, you would be forgiven for doubting my version of events. And so, before all else, I would suggest you track down your comrades and hear the tale from their lips. I shall of course be happy to assist in these reunions, and you need not make any decisions regarding your involvement until you are certain of where you stand. Meanwhile, I promise I will not rest until I have found a way to help your friends return home. What say you? Have I earned your trust for the moment, at least?
Ooh, I don't know, buddy. Never better choice. I better see, keep that promise.
Excellent. You will not regret this. With that settled, we shall have to see about getting you ready for the road. Traveling across the rift has no doubt left you weary. I will arrange for a room where you might rest in comfort. While it's being prepared, perhaps I can show you around.
So I'll get a little apartment, will I? Considering boasts a number of residential districts, but I have been informed that the room has just become available at the Pendants. Which, as it turns out, is perfect. Our path there will take us past the markets, and I was hoping to give you my own introduction to their wares. Come along. Right. So I wonder if the Sin Eaters are like primals.
This is the Musica Universalis, the commercial heart of the Crystarium. Aught you might need to prepare for your journeys can be purchased here.
Ah, very well.
Ah, yes. You must be curious about the currency. Fear not. The gil you carry will serve you well enough.
I'm glad.
Each nation once minted its own coins, but 'twas all a jumbled mess following the flood. After much debate, the local merchants eventually elected to revert to the old ways, wherein a coin's value was decided by the worth of its metal. As for a unit of measurement, we agreed upon the term gil, a word borrowed from coins uncovered within the Crystal Tower here. And as our traders peddled their wares across the land, so too did our usage of gil become common practice. From what your stola tells me, a standard coin from the source equates to exactly 1 gil here, or near enough not to matter. Our way of life has benefited greatly from the artifacts we recovered from the tower, some of which may be familiar to you.
Ha.
But I fear it would not be practical for us to provide everything to which you are accustomed. You shall need a means to access the commodities of your homeworld. A Van Kerm Sin?
Yes, I'm here. Of course I'm here. What amusements do you have for me today?
Oh.
My dear Feo Ul, paragon of pixie kind. For you, I have the most vital task. This fine gentleman is a friend from a distant realm. And we have need of a means to ferry things back and forth from his home. Might you be able to assist us in this matter?
You came from beyond, didn't you? From beyond the rift? How wonderfully exciting! What a brave and reckless and marvelous thing you did! You've the heart of a pixie, you do.
Do I now?
After careful consideration, I have decided to
No
grant you my
witnesses!
assistance. Make a pact with me and the fun can begin. But answer me this, traveler. Did your garments come with you when you crossed over? Your teeth? Your nails?
Well, I'd hope so.
Just as I thought! Then you've a good stout connection with your home through which all your belongings, great and small, may easily pass. From this moment forth I will be your Isne Fis, and you my Sne Yak. Like the branch which sprouts from the sapling, our bond will flow unbroken from one to the other. Raise your hand.
Oh, there we go.
'Tis done. We are bound now, dearest sapling. Come then. Make your request. Tell me your desire. I wish to visit this world of yours.
Mayhap her message to your friends in the Source to inform them of your safe arrival.
Indeed. I'll send it to Taro.
Consider it done.
As you heard, that was Feo Uld of the Pixies. Their kind possess an affinity for magic akin to that of arcane beings. They rarely show themselves in populated areas, but Feo is insatiably curious even by Pixie standards, and seems to have taken a liking to the Crystarium. Right, we were going to organize a room for you, weren't we? Come along.
As a result of the Pact of Feonia, checks his delivery Muggles, market boards, and so many. Okay. Excellent. Ooh, 1 in the morning. I didn't intend to go for this long, but got me market boards, got me summoning bell. Shop. Hey, just shops. All right. Well, tools, culinarian, apocryphy. So then, what's up here? Armorer, jeweler, arms merchant. Just a merchant, then a material supplier. Level 78. What gear can I get at level 78? Oh, that's kind of cool. They're level 80. Yeah, that's alright. But I like my gear. So, that's another trader, is it? The retainer. Bacteria. Oh, yeah. Gemstone trader. See, very well. How long are we going? Ooh. Okay, I guess give it 20 more minutes. Then I head to bed. Crystal Exarch. Are you going to review your face, buddy? There you are, just finalizing the matter of your accommodation. You have a private room here at the Pendants for the duration of your stay. Thank you. Thank you for answering my coronet. We are denied the comforting blanket of night, but may peaceful dreams attend you nonetheless. Pleased to meet you, sir, and welcome to our new home in the Pendants. Oh yes, I would like to retire to my quarters. And this is a lovely place. The Warrior of Darkness.
I know you. You're the Warrior of Light from the Source.
That I am. The Warrior of Darkness.
What? Did you just... You can hear me?
Yes.
Oh, gods, how long has it been?
Oh, buddy, I'm so sorry.
Hi. That was what I called myself in your world. The Warrior of Darkness. My real name is Ardbert. I used an alias in the Source. A daft one, looking back. If you recall my tale, it was my comrades and I who caused the flood. We thought our home doomed. And so we listened to the Ascians. Let them guide us to the Source, and tried to hasten their goddamned ardor. I remember when we fell, defeated by you and yours. I remember our audience with Minfilia, how she listened to our pleas and returned our souls to the First. The flood was poised to swallow Norvrant. Minfilia and my friends, they surrendered what little they had left to hold it back. Just faded away, leaving me to bear witness. Tell me, do you know the year? How much time has passed since we caused the flood?
100 years or so.
A 100 years. 100 long years. My hands find no purchase. My gestures catch no eye, and my pleas, be they whispered or screamed, reach not a single ear. I am a shade, cursed to do naught but drift. I feel as if I've been walking forever. I hardly noticed when my mind and body began to fray at the edges. Then bang! My senses were sharp again. I felt like a fish being reeled in, and before I knew it, I found myself in this room. Why is it that you can see me? What are you even doing here, come to that? You were summoned to save the First. A waste of time. This world is beyond saving, like those who try to save it. Muddled as my mind may be, I've not forgotten that. But if fate has brought me to you, the one person in this God's-forsaken world who can see and hear me, then perhaps there is a reason I endured. If I can find out why I was left behind, then maybe I can bring this journey of mine to an end. Well, I'll be watching, Warrior of Light. But do me a favor. Be careful out there. This world has had its fill of heroes.
No, I'm gonna take my boots off. Got it. Nice. That's interesting. Alright, Minda. No, I don't need to repeat anything, alright. It's always gonna be daytime, isn't it? Everlasting light. Cheeky. It's such a cool ability. I love being a sage. Oh yeah, I got these adventure plates. I might have to update mine though. Edit plate design. I don't even know what I want to do. Alright. It's someone's Midgard soul. It's like, what's Midgard soul doing here? It's crazy. Into the ocular, yeah.
Ah, how did you find your new quarters? I trust you were able to rest.
I had a ghostly visitor. Talking about the past. I found the ghost of darkness past.
And you were rather tired. Well, should you receive another visitation, be sure to let me know. Now, let us return to the subject of the Scions Whereabouts. This map shows the lands of Norvrand, the only area to be spared the flood of light. The Crystarium is here, in the region known as Lakeland. To the north is the fairy kingdom of Ilmeg. That is where you'll find Urianger. To the east lies the once prosperous civilization of Rak-Tika. Your Stola is stationed there, in the heart of the forest. Alas, neither location can be reached without considerable difficulty.
Oh, I'd like to go to the Raktika Great
I
Woods.
suggest you first seek out one of the twins, each of whom is stationed but a short flight from the Crystarium. Alphino is on Calusia, an island off the western shore. It is home to a city called Yulmore, where the rich and privileged while away their days in idleness. For his part in furthering our cause, Alphino journeyed there to meet with the citizenry and forge alliances. From what I hear, he has since kept himself busy gathering information around the main settlement. Alize, meanwhile, traveled south to the arid wastes of Armarang. They lie upon the very edge of the inhabitable world, where the flood of light was halted. Those who dwell there live in constant fear of attack by the Sin Eaters. In contrast to her brother, Alize felt that her energies would better be spent learning about the enemy, and thus she sells her services as a guard, both to hone her skills and gather information on our foe. So, will it be Calusia or Armarang? It matters not which you choose to visit first. Simply inform me once you've made your decision, and I will see to it that you are provided with a suitable mount.
Really?
Ah, but you must be wondering about Thancred. He has taken up with a new companion. and is presently engaged as a wandering hunter of sin-eaters. Being ever on the move, his whereabouts are often difficult to ascertain, but I am certain your paths will cross ere long.
Alright. Complete. Oh, no. So we go to Armorang, which... Close here. I'm not familiar with this place. Well... I'm gonna go find Alice first. Oops. I only hope that in my part in you will garner some measure of forgiveness. Here, this is the letter of introduction addressed to a man named Kassad, master of the merchant caravan. There are a few who know the ways of the desert as well as he does. Find him at the Amara launch, and he was reached. Okay. Oh, I can just take the must. Okay. Shazim Dijamai. Oh, most excellent. Alright, in search of Alice. Map. So that's the mirror launch. I feel like one might have been a spot for another guard. Should be a guide. I was about to set off to a post there, as a matter of fact. Alrighty. I see.
From this parched earth, the nation of Nabath, Arang once rose. When I journeyed here, long ago, I spoke with a sun-weathered elder. He told me Armorang meant majestic land in the language of his people. And so it might still be, were it not for the light's unrelenting onslaught.
Alright, hello Kassad. No matter how many times I come here, the heat never fails to catch me off guard. Don't be surprised when the temperature drops at night. Though the sky's still bright, of course, but it gets brisk enough to make you shiver. Now the XX leader said I was to take you to the inn at the journey's head, which is where the LSA friend of yours is staying. But that's a fair old distance, so I propose we make a stop at Mordsok to break up the trek, allowing me to attend to some business and you to enjoy the local hospitality. Sound good? Good. Alright, you lot, I'm off. I better not see the goods covered in sand when I get back. Oh, most excellent. A Gigantender. Nice. Oh, just west here. Uh-oh. First I've ever seen, you need to tune about your feast your eyes on that. What? That's Sala fortress meant to protect the northern reaches of Nabath Arang. Seeing what's left behind, I believe when they say it was once of Novant's mightiest nations. At least until the flood came along, great chunks of Nabath Arang's lands were lost to the light. Its great city included. The few who survived didn't see much point in staying, most of them anyway. No, not many choose to come here these days, not worth everything in ruins. Even that Hawking Greek fortress has become little more than a marrow roost for me and my caravan. But not everywhere is deserted. This place, just wait until you see more sock. Let us pressure on, shall we? Yes, do let's. Alright. Well. What I need I can barely do anything. This is hilarious. What level is this guy? 75. I should be able to heal him. Bi-colored gemstone? What the heck? I see. Cool. I need to learn my spells better. Not just full of Mord, but Humes and all manner of others too. It's been a long future. Alrighty. Oh, have you not met a Mord before? They might look a little shifty little blighters, but a more welcoming lot you can ever wish to meet. Speaking of which, we should pay our respects to Master Gin Kent. I'll go here to let him know you arrived. Or we've arrived, rather. Alright, and it's 1:35 in the morning for me. I am going to head to bed. Thank you for watching. To whoever is present, I wish you a wonderful time zone, shall we say. And I hope to see people again. Everyone, rather. Have a great night, or day, evening, whichever. Decide for yourself.